if you're finding yourself being very heavily focused on your specific person, you're finding that nothing's changing, you're seeing the opposite, or you're waiting around, chances are your focus isn't where it needs to be. So in this video, we're really going to break it down of how to shift that focus and really change things for the better. So stay tuned.
I'll be your light. Be your light.
Hey lovelies, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Tia.
And I'm Leah.
And we are your manifestation sisters, helping you master your mind to manifest your desires. Before we jump straight into this video, I just want to let you know and remind you that if you're interested in any of our resources or our digital product, you can find out more by clicking the link in the description box below. Let's jump in. We hear it so often that when you're in a place of wanting and trying to manifest your specific person, you can be in a state of essentially waiting around. That needy, desperate energy, although you might not be conscious of it, is actually the exact state that is repelling and not making you see the changes that you essentially are desiring in your 3D reality.
Yeah, because where our focus is where our power is. So when we're very heavily focused outwardly, we're giving all of our power away. We're waiting for someone else to come in and choose us. We're waiting to be prioritized. We're waiting for someone to show up differently in order for us to feel like we matter in some way. And that focus is very outward. It's not inward into where our focus needs to be. It's not on the fact of us knowing and telling a different story about who we are and how we show up in the world and how someone else is showing up for us. It's very here. We're just sitting here waiting patiently, waiting for your specific person to change. But as we say over and over, there is no one to change but self. As you change yourself, others confirm that change within you. So the reason why you might not be seeing the results that you want in your reality and you're waiting, you're seeing the opposite, you're getting hot and cold behavior, or you're in no contact, you feel like there's separation, is because you haven't made that shift internally within you, and the 3D reality is still reflecting that old 3D back to you. So what do we do to start to really change and really start to put that focus and that attention back on ourselves?
And I think this is the perfect analogy to give you an example of what one of our recent clients were going through. She essentially came to us from a place of, like many of you guys, wanting that confirmation, that change in the 3D. She was in no contact. Essentially, she was very dominantly focused on doing all these tools and techniques to get her specific person to change in order to make her feel good, which was permeating and perpetuating a reality of, I still don't have, I still don't feel, I am not this person. And you know, we always say, you are manifesting who you are. So in order for your reality to confirm that change, you need to essentially shift that change and be that person and become that within yourself. And how do you do this? You shift your story, you shift your beliefs, and you shift your thinking around who you are and essentially your story of that person. And it's having the conscious awareness of where your focus is. If you're perpetuating waiting, or if you're perpetuating not having, then you're not focusing and being the solution to that essential desire and that problem that you're seeing in the 3D. And this is what we had to shift with our client. You can't keep focusing on a story of I don't have and expect your reality to mirror that back to you. So once you shift your focus, and this is where the solution comes in, to being your solution and focusing on yourself, and we'll list some ways that you can do that, you essentially become the version of you that has your desire, and everything that you are wanting from your 3D, from your specific person, you've got to start focusing and consciously giving it to yourself.
So here are some ways that the client actually started to shift and put her focus back on herself. She stopped waiting for her specific person. She stopped putting off things that she really enjoyed, going out with friends, doing the things that she really liked for herself, like working out, doing things like actually going about her day and just doing things that she really enjoyed, like maybe going for walks, whatever it was that she really enjoyed. She wrote a list of things that she had been putting off and hadn't been doing because she was just waiting for her specific person, doing all the techniques, not really living her life as though she was already in this relationship and doing the things that she would be doing if she already had a relationship. And this is the missing piece for a lot of people. They're doing all the things, but they're not being the person that already has it. They're trying to get it rather than being it. Like we said over and over in this video and other videos, it's about you actually having a life outside of your specific person, because if you had a life outside of your specific person, you would be doing the things that you loved and you would be doing the things that you really enjoy. This is what gravitates a specific person too, because your energy is not all over them anymore. You've crawled your energy back to yourself, and you're now focused on you. You're now focused on living your best life, being your best version, and that makes you highly magnetic.
Exactly. There's a shift there, and this is powerful. This is what we want you guys to really hear. The solution is no longer grasping, waiting, feeling incomplete and waiting for someone to choose you, and instead prioritizing choosing yourself over the manifestation. Because therefore you have closed the gap between where you are and what it is you are desiring, and you've become it. And when you become it, it has to manifest. That's the laws of the universe, the laws of manifestation. There's no longer a separation between me and wanting this thing, me and waiting for them to show me I'm chosen, me and waiting for them to change so I then feel good about myself. I feel good about myself now. I choose myself now. I am the power. I am the creator. I am essentially experiencing, giving and being the version of me that I want to be if I was essentially in the vicinity of that desire. And that's the solution. That's the click. That's the powerful information that we want you guys to take in. There is nothing outside of you that's going to essentially shift and change your reality. A lot of you are waiting around for a shift in 3D to happen in order to change how you think, feel and believe about yourself. You've got to change how you think, how you feel and what you believe about yourself first. And that comes with everything that Leah was speaking about. Prioritizing yourself, showing up for yourself, doing the things for yourself that you would be doing as you are already in this relationship.
Yeah, so start to really think about where in your life that you're not showing up for yourself, where you're not choosing yourself, where you're not prioritizing yourself, where you're just waiting, where you're like, okay, I'm doing this thing, why isn't it here yet? Why am I seeing the opposite? Why are they saying this to me? Why is there no contact? Get rid of all of those stories and really start to get clear on, okay, who is the version of me that is living her best life, that is already in this relationship? What things is she doing? And any things that you've been putting off, like actually going out with friends or getting into doing your workout or doing things that you really enjoy for yourself that you haven't been doing because you're in a state of waiting. You're in a state of like, I need to do X, Y and Z so my specific person comes into me. But really when you actually start to focus on you, they focus on you. It's so true, and I've seen it in my own life. Tia knows it in her life. Clients see it all the time. When you put that focus back on yourself and you're really loving you and you're really showing up for you and you're really prioritizing you, you allow other people to match that energy. You allow other people and your specific person to come in and do that for you, because everyone is reflecting you. So as you give to yourself, other people want to give that back to you as well. And this is the shift, and this is the change, and this is where things really start to really unfold in your reality, and you can start to take your power back as the creator of your reality and knowing that you deserve this. Step into your I am this, I am that. Tell the story of what you want, and the story must play out.
Yeah, powerful. The fact is, she actually said that. She actually said, I feel like I've come home to myself.
Yes.
I'm no longer waiting for this person to choose me because I'm now choosing myself. And that's where the gap, the feel, the power comes from, guys. You choose yourself, prioritize yourself, focus on yourself, and the rest will fall into place. And that's where we're going to wrap up the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe so you don't miss our next one, and comment what are some things that you like to do to prioritize yourself. Where are some areas of your life that maybe you can make the shifts and essentially start choosing yourself and not waiting for the 3D to essentially choose you, or specifically your specific person. So with that being said, guys, we'll see you in the next video.